Hi guys, welcome to the video and welcome to the channel. My name is Lee Scott, I'm the founder of Vulcan Watch Straps, and today I'm going to be looking at the top 10 luxury watches that you can buy in 2019 for under £10,000. So let's get straight to it, roll the intro. Okay guys, just to start off, I'm going to have to start with an apology. I meant to post some videos over the last 2 or 3 weeks, but I spent Christmas and New Year in the Caribbean and had no Wi-Fi. I couldn't access any of my Adobe Cloud software, so it was a bit of a nightmare, and I decided to just take it easy for a couple of weeks rather than trying to edit videos while I was traveling with the family. So apologies for that, but we're back into the swing of things now. Welcome to 2019, Happy New Year. I know it's a few days too late, you're probably fed up of hearing it by now, but Happy New Year to all our subscribers, our non-subscribers, welcome to the channel. Like I say, my name is Lee Scott, I'm the founder of Vulcan Watch Straps. We can be found at vulcanwatchstraps.com, and just want to do a quick wristwatch check. So today I'm wearing the Rolex Explorer 2 with the white dial, red hand, it's 2003 version. I've got that on the crimson red Vulcan watch strap. Like I say, those can be found at our website, but let's get into the 10 watches under £10,000 that I believe are great watches for 2019. Okay guys, so the very first watch that I want to talk about is a watch that I actually own myself. That is the Tudor Black Bay Heritage. Now, this is an absolutely amazing watch, and I was guilty of being a bit of a watch snob and believing that this was a poor man's Rolex. Since buying this watch, I have totally reversed my opinion, and now I think this watch is an absolutely amazing value for money. For those of you who don't know, Tudor is actually manufactured by Rolex. It's a sort of lesser range, and the brand ambassador for this watch is actually David Beckham himself. So I'm sure you've seen the advertisements around everywhere, but this is a 41mm dive watch. It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, the bezel and everything just feels so, can you hear that? Bezel just feels so great. I mean, the design is actually based on, it's very similar to the Submariner. There is a black dial with gold number indicators and a luminescent coating on the numbers. This has a black aluminium bezel, and it's unidirectional, obviously for the diving, so you can monitor your oxygen levels and your decompression stop. It's an out-and-out dive watch. I mean, the strap is very similar to an oyster bracelet strap. The only thing I don't like with the Tudor Black Bay is that these rivets show on the actual metal strap. I wouldn't have put those showing, but I guess it gives a bit of an industrial look. I know a lot of people are asking, so we will be supplying rubber watch straps for the Tudor Black Bay Heritage. In-house movement, Tudor in-house movement, COSC certified, waterproof to 200 meters. Like I said, 41mm, looks great on the wrist. Out and out, absolutely great watch. Feels good, feels heavy in the hand, and retailing at around £2,600. I think this is an absolute steal. As usual, I normally tend to buy the watches second hand as new, save the VAT on them. So coming in at around £2,200 second hand, this is a great buy and well off the £10,000 mark. A great watch for people to start with if you're just starting your collection. I mean, this is an amazing watch, and I think the Tudor Black Bay Heritage will be in my collection for a long time to come. Let's take a look at the next watch as we run down our top 10 watches to buy in 2019. Okay, so the next watch that I'm looking to discuss now then is the Panerai Luminor Marina PAM111, as shown in the corner here. This watch has actually been discontinued for retail, but it is available on the second-hand market for around £3,500 to £4,000 with box and papers. Having previously owned a Panerai Luminor Marina PAM111, I can highly recommend this watch. Another watch that I wish I'd never got rid of, but you know, when you're trading up watches and you're trying to buy your grail pieces, I've been buying and selling and trading watches to try and level up to the next watch that I want. to increase my collection. But one thing I am going to be doing in the future is actually buying back every previous watch I've ever owned in my collection, to bring my collection up to every single watch I've ever owned. That's an ambition of mine. Whether I'm ever going to achieve that, I don't know. The Panerai Luminor Mariner PAM111 is a 44mm manually wound watch. By manually wound, I mean that there's no kinetic movement in there, so there's no automatic movement, that when you're moving your wrist it doesn't wind up the watch. You have to manually wind it after a few days. So the PAM111 is 300 meters water resistant and usually comes on a rubber strap or a leather strap, but you can actually buy the metallic strap for that as well. That's one watch that I don't think the metallic strap looks great on. I think the Panerais look absolutely awesome with rubber straps or with leather straps. I think they come with a leather strap as standard on the PAM111. So these watches usually come with a black dial or a white dial and have Arabic style numeral markers, usually at the 12, 3 and 6 mark. This one shows the power reserve at 9 o'clock. That shows you how much wind is left in the watch, which is quite a useful feature. Panerai also have the crown protection device as well, which is an arm that actually comes across and unclips. Looks quite neat, actually unclips, so you can wind it up, clip that back up just so that so it protects the crown. Overall a great watch. I think you probably need a little bit of a bigger wrist to carry this off, but absolutely beautiful watch, sort of military inspired. So Panerai are actually an Italian company, but they do have the headquarters in Switzerland where they make all their own in-house movements for the watches. Personally love all the marketing and branding around the Panerai. I think it really stands out, I think, above a lot of the other brands, the way that they do the marketing around the Panerai Luminor Mariner. Yeah, all in all a great watch, another great starter watch, easing up a little bit in the price, sort of mid-range price. So really good watch. I love it. Do you love it? Let us know in the comments below. Let's move on to the next watch. So the next watch I want to talk about then is the Omega Speedmaster Moon watch. This is a 42mm chronograph and it's got a big accolade. This watch was the first watch on the moon used by the Apollo 11 astronauts, and a great achievement for Omega. I've said it before that I think Rolex should have been the first watch in space, but Omega beat them to it with the Omega Speedmaster chronograph moon watch, and it's an absolutely awesome timepiece. Would you believe this is one that I've not actually owned in the past? I know it seems that I've owned every watch on this list that I'm going through, but the Omega Speedmaster is a watch that I'd really like to get in my collection at retail price of around £3,500. It's a great buy. The Omegas that I've owned previously the bracelet on them is really comfortable. You know, it doesn't grab the hairs on your arms or never traps you. It's really smooth. I have owned the Omega Seamaster Planet Ocean, and that was a great watch. But the Speedmaster is a watch that I've wanted to get into my collection for a long time now, and I will be adding it at some point in the near future. Omega have done a lot of different specialist editions of the Speedmaster, including this one, which is the 40th anniversary, which I think just looks absolutely amazing, with the chronograph changed there for to mark the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landings. Just an absolutely amazing watch. I mean, it looks great. It just looks like your classic sports watch, and I think at an absolutely brilliantly reasonable price. I mean, it's a really nice watch, and again, under £5,000. It's a good beginner's watch for people just starting out the collection, or somebody who just wants a nice watch. And they hold the retail value reasonably well. You probably will lose money on a Speedmaster if you bought it, but you don't want to be just buying watches for the investment value. You know, buy a watch, wear it. I wear all of my watches daily. I wear them for swimming, I wear them at the beach. These watches are meant to be worn, and if you can wear them for a few years and sell them for the same price you bought them for, great. If you lose a little bit, no worries, you know, does it really matter? You've had all them years of enjoyment out of it. But I don't plan on selling any of my watches, but all I'm saying is don't buy a watch for an investment really, or don't buy it with the with the view of it just being an investment. You know, these watches are meant to be worn and shown off. So the Omega Speedmaster Moon watch, absolutely amazing watch. I'd highly recommend it. And let's take a look at the next watch. Okay, so the next watch we're going to look at in our top 10 list is the Rolex Submariner. This is a 116610 LV, also known as the Hulk, and these retail at 6950 in the UK, but trying to get any stainless steel sports version from any authorised dealer in the UK is nigh on impossible. But you can pick up Rolex Submariners for sub £10,000. Probably not this one. You'd be looking at the black bezel, black dial version. So yeah, Rolex Submariner, got to be in everybody's collection. So I always wear mine obviously with the emerald green Vulcan watch strap. Sometimes change it out for the ice white. It goes great with the Rolex Submariner Hulk. The green really matches there. Take off the oyster bracelet when you're at the beach and things like that. It's just a lot more sporty, a lot more comfortable when you're out in the sun, you're swimming at the beach, at the sea. Yeah, so I wear mine with the emerald green Vulcan watch strap. Dive down to 300 meters with this watch. 300 meter water resistant, 40mm body. Luminescent markers. I mean, I've gone through the Rolex Submariner on another video, which I'll link at the end, so I'm not going to go into it in great detail. But another great watch for under £10,000 that is available in 2019, and great watch to add to your collection. And I believe every watch collector should at least have one Rolex Submariner in there, be it the black and black version or the green version like this. Personally, it's my favourite. So glad I bought this watch, and it's gone up tremendously in value since I actually bought this watch, so really happy with that. Let's look at the next watch in the collection that I think you should buy in 2019. So this leads us on to another one of my favourite watches. That is a Breitling Nevertime 1 GMT. This is a 46mm steel watch, and I think that it just looks so individual that it's just one for the collection. Again, I previously owned one of these watches. I am going to buy it back at some point in the future. I really love this watch. It really stands out on the wrist, and it's can only really be carried off by people with big wrists such as myself, because it is like I say, it's a 46mm watch. It incorporates a Breitling 24 movement. It's water resistant to 30 meters. It's not really a dive watch. It's more of a traveler's watch. So it's got the GMT function on there. The GMT hand functions in the same way as a Rolex GMT Master, really, in that you can have the second time zone on there. Comes on the black leather watch strap, which I think looks really good. Breitling have a really good range of watch straps to fit all their watches. I used to own the diving strap for the Nevertime on the black rubber, as well as the black alligator strap and the brown alligator strap as well. They've got loads of different straps for these watches, and I think Breitling's look great on the leather straps with the deployment clasps. Breitling Nevertime retails at around £5,000 then in the UK, so it's about mid-range in what we're talking about today, but a really great watch, and again, good sort of entry-level watch, or maybe just above entry-level. Really nice, help you stand out. So the Nevertime really is a great tool watch. You've got the time on there, obviously, your GMT time, your chronometers, the date window, as well as the tachometer bezel on the outside. So it really is a great tool watch, can be used for all different things. Like I say, a traveler's watch, great for traveling, gives you everything that you need there. So guys, as this video is getting past 10 minutes, I've just decided to split this video into two parts. This will be part one, covering the first 5. I'm going to cover the second 5 in next week's video, so that the video doesn't end up more than 20 minutes long. So we've got another 5 great watches coming for you to complete the collection of 10 watches that I think you should buy in 2019 for under £10,000. So we'll take a look at them other 5 next week. Hope you've enjoyed the 5 that you've seen so far. So guys, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching the video. If you don't already, please subscribe below. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button if you found the video useful. And also hit the notification icon if you'd like to be made aware of whenever we upload a new video. We upload videos weekly on all things to do with watches, from interviews to reviews to guides just like this one. We've got plenty of other videos on the channel. Be sure to check them out. There'll be some links at the end. Again, thanks for joining us. My name's Lee Scott from Vulcan Watch Straps. Have a great day.